Pisces, this is going to be a reading for you for the next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be for July 15th through the 16th. Now, keep in mind, this is general. Only take what does apply. Let the rest fly. I don't want you guys to get confused or misconstrued messages as your own, especially if it is for someone else. So let me make that disclaimer. If you need a personal reading as well, because you have personal stuff going on, just check out my description box for that information, okay? And subscribe, like the video. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Now, the first card is going to represent you and your present situation, Pisces. So we have the Nine of Emotions in reverse. So this has a lot to do with you realizing that what you wish, what you hope for out of a particular relationship, out of a particular job, isn't necessarily what you thought it was going to be. So this could be like the way that I'm even looking at this card. The saying that I keep hearing is what glitters isn't gold. What seems like it will be one thing tends to be more so like an illusion that we see on the surface. And I think a lot of you are kind of like shedding the illusionary state of certain things within your life. And it's like a harsh reality you're almost waking up to in the process. Some of you are just realizing that you're just not fulfilled in something and you keep trying to force fulfillment, or at least get the circumstances to shift within like a marriage or a relationship here. Some of you are just not happy with the state of your current life. Like you feel like you should be further in your career. You feel like you should be further within your endeavors, and you don't necessarily feel like that may be happening. Okay. You could be even trying to turn to spirituality to be a guide to you during this time frame, especially when it comes to finding like your soulmate. Now, what actions can you take during this time frame, Pisces? We do have the Eight of Voices, which would be the Eight of Swords. So this is coming out of this perspective or this mind frame that you're like victimized by your circumstance or even your thoughts, letting you feel victimized or stuck. This could be like an issue that you're having where mentally you're feeling confined by your own thoughts or confined by your situation, and that's not the case. It's just you're not really looking at things from all angles. And with the Four of Emotions and the Five of Emotions clarifying, there's a need for you to make sure that you're acknowledging your discontentment, your unhappiness, and how that connects to you being fixated on what you can't change. Because you can't change. Sorry, guys. You can't change how things are at this moment. All you can do is look at the opportunity in the now. With the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, it denotes of you still having opportunities to make the most out of your situation. Like, look at this card with the Four of Emotions. This woman is sitting in a big cup, right? And then there's little cups right next to her. She's so fixated on the little things and letting it trip her up emotionally that she doesn't even realize that she has, the situation's bigger than her. The situation's bigger than this. So some of you do need to make sure you shift out of this mind frame. Now, the obstacle or challenge that may come up in the future, I have the Three of Emotions, which would be the Three of Cups. So this could be a third party situation within your love life. This could be reconciling with a partner where you guys may not be on speaking terms at the moment. This could be a friend group that you have questions on, whether or not you can trust them, whether or not they're, people who aren't gossiping and talking behind your back. This could even be accolades that you want, and you feel like you may have like delayed your progress by taking a large break or, not being consistent enough and feeling like you should be, like I said, further. Also, the issue could be like overstressing, insomnia, having ideas and not necessarily knowing how to execute them. And that could also be stressing you out as well. Interesting. But what I see here in terms of the future, I have the Muse of Inspiration. The card fell on the floor. Hold on. Hopefully I can get it without knocking you guys over. Okay, so the Muse of Inspiration. So the future. There may be a fire sign in particular that comes up, an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But with this is more so... This is more so you guys focusing on like creative endeavors. I see you guys like, again, trying to get forward movement, trying to get things to catapult and take off for you. You guys will be taking this more so like I control the narrative perspective, or you will be taking action to control basically the narrative of your story. This is you guys prioritizing things and making, like I said, making clear, direct decisions overall for yourself so that in the long term, you guys could have, like I said, some movement in the right direction. So the focus is shifting, definitely focusing on the right things. And this is going to benefit you in the long term. Now, the last card is going to represent something that you guys have been avoiding that you will have to face during this time frame. So we have the Eight of Emotions, which is completely walking away from something. This is knowing that emotionally you're not content with the state of a particular relationship, knowing that you're not content with the state of a current job that you're working at. But yeah, you guys could be staying there a little bit longer because the job pays the bills. Even though you're not happy with it, it pays the bills. Even though you're not happy with a certain relationship, you don't want to necessarily just up and leave the relationship and miss out on, changes possibly happening, or saying that you gave up too quickly. For a lot of you, it's different reasons for why you haven't walked away from something. But yeah, you guys will have to face the music in terms of, why is something so unfulfilling? And is this a piece of you that's telling you it's time for you to branch out and go elsewhere? So interesting energy. I am going to stop right here. I hope that you took something from this video. If you did, feel free to thumbs it up and subscribe. Check out the description if you need a reading. We have some really awesome readings up on the website. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, Pisces.